Welcome, everybody. I said this morning that I was going to come back after the Fed meeting, and damn, I was right. If it was not for just a brief moment, I was right. And long term, I believe we're all going to be right with the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, getting to 20, 30 grand, and then Bitcoin getting to over 100 grand and eventually $1 million, right? But trading wise, it is appearing that I am royally, what's the right word? I'm saying this on live stream, fucked. My trades are going to get stopped out, it appears, but I will show you what the key levels are of support here that could keep us hanging in the balance. Because, you know, the rate hike here, let me just, so recap, is they increased it by 0.75, and they scared the entire market because they said, hey, this is going to continue for longer than what we originally anticipated, because inflation is not going down fast enough. And personally, my view on this stuff is either they need to do a lot more to have it go down quickly. Having a 75 basis point, just what I showed just on the screen with, hey, this is the new 25. It's, if Powell really wanted to aggressively have inflation go down lower, he should have done a point or 1.25, right? So this tells me that the bottom, in my opinion, was already freaking in. Inflation peaked at 9%, and we're not going to see anything lower than that. And if I look at the charts, everybody is panicking, you know. And if I look at the S&P 500, we got down to, what was this, back in June, July. Here, let me just open the chart. Dun, dun, dun. And guys, you can see my trades on the bottom right-hand corner. I'm not doing good, right? I will tell you where my stops are, and that was it. I was both in the green just briefly today. I was both in the green just briefly, and it seemed that we touched just on those levels of resistance, and then it instantly went down because Powell was saying that, hey, we're going to continue to do this for a lot longer. We're not going to cut off raising the rates for into potentially 24 and 25, you know, so for a few years. We're just going to stay stagnant for a while. But look at this liquidation candle on the S&P 500 is fairly scary, okay? But this is on the 1 hour. So let me go on the daily and look back at June. This was the low, right? I don't think we're going to see the low again because inflation has already peaked at 9%. And yes, so what that we're at 8.3, it's going lower. It's going lower. If it starts raising, yeah, could see that. But here's a key level, looks like right here, where I've got the red dotted line going. That is already where we're starting to bounce off of. Just plain and simple. Let me get into Ethereum, right? Because let me zoom in on this bad boy here. Look at Ethereum. Look at this. It was a beautiful green candle. Absolutely beautiful green candle for whatever it lasted, just seconds. You know, it was like an hour, but it was just seconds. Oh, so somebody in the chat says that I think we'll do another 75 and then 25 after that. If we do another 75 and then 25 after that, that would be incredibly bullish for, I think, crypto and stocks in general. And again, I told you that I thought that this was a bullish event if they do just what was expected. And again, fundamentally, I feel that it is bullish, but the market responds, and it did respond. We got up to 14.11 today. And in my trade, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, I think my entry point was just a little bit underneath that. So therefore, my Ethereum trade wasn't actually positive, but it was damn close. It was damn close. I have not gotten stopped out yet. I'll tell you where my stop is. It's on my, is it on this chart? No, it's on the other chart. But this is just a clean chart so that it's easy to read. Okay, and you can see magically that we have touched a level of resistance right at the 1400 range, which is what I was talking about this morning. I was saying we need to break above that 1400 for things to really be a positive push up, and we didn't. We are tanking. But what is interesting is where we are tanking to. Do you see my red line here? Where does that look like? It looks like support, and it's by no mishap why we touched, and then now we're buying more, right? People are buying in, they're buying support. This is a good level. People feel comfortable with buying at this level. They're like, oh, it's on cheap, it's going to bounce from here. You know, people that are buying are expecting us to bounce there and potentially get back up to this $1,400 range. And if you're playing support and resistance, well, then you take profit there and you sell right there. You know, I'm in a position with my trade where I'm just right at break even when we get there. So therefore, I'm not going to move my stop, and I'm going to wait to see if we can bust over there, because my real take profit is the $1,500 to $1,600 range, ideally the 17. Okay, but this is a strong level of support. Boom, 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 boom. So you guys are probably all wondering, hey, Johnny, it looks like you are screwed in the ass on that trade. Where's that stop so we can see you get liquidated right here on camera live, right? So my stop for this guy is, I have it set at 1,229 is my stop. You can already see that the trade is down like 78%. You know, I lose too, guys. That's plain and simple. It's, you know, it's not fun to show you, hey, I'm losing, but that's kind of what traders do. Is sometimes you're wrong. I was betting that the news was going to be fundamentally strong, which it was, and that we were going to pump. You know, I thought the merge. This is like I'm 2-0. I don't know why you guys are watching me, because I'm 2-0. I said the merge was fundamentally strong, and it just went boom. The miners decided to just screw the entire market because they were pissed at what's going on. My even idea, crap, I can even say I'm 3-0 because my Ethereum idea of Ethereum Classic pumping, it didn't work for a damn, because Ethereum Classic is down just as much as freaking Ethereum is. How far have we been since the merge? You know, basically 30%. That's why I just, I have some conviction that we bounce from here. It's just my rational side, and my rational side just says, boom, we should bounce from here right off this level of 1250. I told you where my stop was. It's dang close. It is dang close to where we are, right? So I am really close to being stopped out there. My Bitcoin trade, however, is much healthier as far as the stop level goes. I even have it written out here. And I've got a couple lines because I like lines, you know. But my stop level is before we get to the final bottom here. You know, it's in the $1,700 range, and you can see that we are starting to retrace. There's a wick happening there, and I just told you what my perception is on the fact of this stuff. Is my perception is that we've hit the bottom. We've hit the bottom because of peak inflation. There's really no more bad news can really happen. We're just going to stay stagnant for a while. And that's just what's going to happen into Christmas and early next year. We're going to stay stagnant. But because of this, I feel like there needs to be some sort of a relief rally to happen. Here on the daily, we are way oversold. But looking at some of these levels here, this guy, we hit all the way up to 20,000. We hit all the way up to that psychological level of 20,000, which again, I said that we needed to break above that. And boom, right after we hit 20,000, look at that liquidation candle. Just, oh my goodness. And by the time I do the live stream tomorrow, you know, I might not have any trades up there to show you because they'll be gone, you know. So then I'd be looking for another entry point, and I'd have to be asking myself, am I going to short or am I going to go long right now? Because right now, it is not looking good. It is not looking good. I got a buddy of mine that is a Forex trader that just was texting me, that he was like, hey, how'd you do? And I'm like, oh, I didn't do that well. I wasn't trying to scalp, but I already had trades open, so I'm not going to risk more collateral to start something, because there was a lot of money to be made here today. Sean says, I don't trade, I'm in it for the long run, invest at good levels for the long haul. Yeah, dude, in anything under 20,000 for Bitcoin is a good level to get in as far as an entry point, because we saw it go up to 70,000. Okay, that is a almost 4x from where it is right now. It's like a 3.5, but that is a good level for me. In Ethereum, its high was right around 5,000, and we're at 1250. Damn good level to invest in. Damn good level. Not financial advice, but just for me, anytime you see big wicks like this, it's a good time for buy and hold investing. But looking at this, let me look at the volume. Is there anything that could potentially catch us from going any further besides just the meaning of, hey, we shouldn't hit the newest bottom because what has happened economically, that, hey, things should be doing better, right? People should be not so much just holding on to cash right now because of the fact that inflation has in fact fallen. And they should have been raising rates, honestly, a lot sooner than what they did at the beginning of this year. It should have, the bull market should have ended, mid last year rather than where it is right now. But again, everyone is losing money unless you are shorting. If you were shorting, you were probably making pretty good money. But your investment account would still be going down, right? Man, the levels. Right now, we are playing the resistance level of 18,500. So I would like to see in the next 2 hours before this daily candle closes, so I'd like to see Bitcoin get above 18,500, right? Well, this morning, a gentleman was telling me about a Head and Shoulders that he saw on, it was for Ethereum. You said it was on the 3 hour, right? That's not Head and Shoulders. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it anymore. Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not seeing it because it was way back here. Was it Ethereum or was it a Bitcoin? See anything back here? Oh, I don't see it. Okay. Oh, I don't see any formation is sitting there. Bitcoin. This is I like the 4 hour. The 4 hours is good for me. But you can see, really the level that we're trying to bounce off of is this $18,400 to $500 range, which it is bouncing off of. But will it hold? Will it hold? On the 4 hour here, we can see the stochastics. We are oversold as well. Let me get rid of the volume here. Right, and the resistance level is basically $1,000 above that at 19,500. So we will see what the market decides to do. Are we going to do this for a little while, or are we going to break down below? Because if we break down below, chances really are that we are going to see a tap closer to what we were before. Here, let me delete that. Have we made a new low from over the weekend from where we crashed? It does not look like it, which is good, which is bullish for me. As last little hope, I guess, hopium. Dude, why do I keep thinking the ruler is the magnifying glass? All right, Steph is telling me it's on the daily. Here, I'll look on the daily. But here we go. 18,000 is the line. 18,000 is the line. So far we haven't hit it, but man, we've got it close. We just need one more attack to have it happen. Did the market close in a negative? Yeah, it did. 3,800. Dang it. And these guys bounced up as well to about $100 too because of this news. And it's ironic that this stuff happens before stuff actually happens. You know, the markets, they know the information before Powell actually says something. So you see a big pump, which is, you know, what happened here, right? All right, so you guys are saying you see it on the daily. Dun, dun, dun. As far as a head and shoulders. Could that be a shoulder? That could be a head. Then the next shoulder would have to be here at 21, right? I don't see a head and shoulders pattern here. You know, all I see here really is I see a double bottom is what I see. I see a double bottom forming. That's what I see. Okay. But no, the levels that we have to watch out for is the weekend low of 18,000. 18,000, we're pretty much screwed, right? But I'm expecting some sort of a relief bounce rally out of how much money has been just boom and liquidated here. And on Ethereum, man, we are fighting super close to my stop here. It's comical because I'm just waiting for it to happen. You know, just waiting for it to happen. And God, you know, it didn't hit it hit resistance, and we've just totally went the other direction. But this is a downward trend. You know, we're making new lows. The line here is that level. Is basically we're breaking through the 12,050-ish range. Yeah, we did break a little bit below it, but it needs to have a candle close below it. Tomorrow we have to close inside this range. No big bounces. And then we have potential of falling to that $1,000. But again, guys, I have conviction that we are not going to see a lower than $1,000 Ethereum, and we're not going to see lower than a put logistics on auto on. I only like. All right, listen to here, seeing what he's saying. I still don't see it. I still don't see it on the daily. Just don't see it on the daily. Now, I'm sorry, Steph. I am sorry that I don't see it. But here, let me get back to my Ethereum. Sorry, train of thought. I was in the chat for just a second there. And I don't see that we're breaking down below $1,000 Ethereum. And I don't see that we are going to make a new low of under 17,000 for Bitcoin. I just don't see it happen. This is that touch, right? But I am aware that I do know that, hey, it's like knocking down a wall. If you're renovating your house, you hit a hammer, right? It's that first hammer doesn't knock down the wall. It's a few more. The more touches you have, the better chance you have that it's going to tank below. So the whole market, the whole world right now is in panic mode. And the only people that are going to positively make money off of this is people that have cash on hand, because they are going to invest while everyone is panicking. Because look at the fear and index. The fear and index, we're at 23. That is, it's historically, it's always been a good time to buy Bitcoin when everyone is freaking scared. When everyone is freaking scared, it's been a historical time for us to buy Bitcoin. So that's HODL wallet time. I think it's getting close to, DCAing and all that stuff. Trading wise, let's try to see where a reversal is if you're trying to find a good entry point, because we need to wait for the candles to close in order to be like, hey, what direction is it going? And what I mean by that is, are we making a bottom? Oh, that's my silly trend line. Are we making a bottom? And is it going up? That would count as a bottom, right? That's, hey, this is fairly safe. So you need another candle in here to feel that way. If not, we're probably going to have another candle here, and we haven't bottomed yet. So you got to wait for this guy to start bottoming before you feel, hey, it's good for me to either go long or go short. But that's really all I have for you guys today. I guess you can have your fingers crossed for me. Looks like I'm going to lose on this one. It's a bummer, but means I'm that much closer to the next trade that wins. So anyway, this is Johnny Crypto. I'm here to help you guys make some money. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, And that's really all I have.